It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
And we're about to get a rematch of Super Bowl 58. Great game in store for y'all.
All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Northern California and Levi's Stadium in the South Bay in Santa Clara, California. Good to be in the booth with Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Greg, this is a passing league. You know that from your days. It's evolved even more into a game in the air. And boy, do we have a couple of quarterbacks who know all about moving their team via the pass.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see this ball thrown early and often throughout the game. And anyone who loves offensive football, this is certainly a treat. And you said it, Mike. This league has turned more and more with each passing season into a passing league. If you can't throw, if you can't generate points through the air and explosive plays, it is going to be very difficult to compete and win week in and week out in today's modern NFL.
Here's Jake Moody to get this one kicked off. And off we go from Santa Clara. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Chiefs come out with the face of the NFL, Patrick Mahomes, two-time regular season MVP, three-time Super Bowl MVP, just in his 8th year, best in the business at the helm for KC, Greg.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback. And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
They put Kelce in motion. Now the former rushing champ, it's Kareem Hunt. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Devondre Campbell brings him down. Third down, 3 to go. They put Kelce in motion. On third down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And that'll set up fourth down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Here come the 49ers, and they are led by Brock Purdy. You know the story, taken last in the 2022 draft. The last 2 seasons, he has led the Niners deep in the playoffs, and it's his 3rd season, Greg, as the QB for San Francisco.
Mr. Irrelevant. Well, I think it's safe to say, Mike, he has been anything but irrelevant since arriving in the NFL, and he is living proof. It doesn't matter if you're drafted 1st overall, or in his case, with the very last pick. What does matter is what you do with the opportunity once it's given to you. Nothing real flashy about his game. He simply gets the job done, and that's exactly what his team is counting on him today over these next 60 minutes.
Second and a yard. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He'll complete this one. That's Deebo Samuel. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Deebo Samuel picks up the first down, and What jumps off the screen, Mike, anytime you watch this guy is, it doesn't matter if you throw it to him, hand it to him. When the ball is in his hands, good things happen. Did it a bunch for this 49ers group last year, over 1,100 yards from scrimmage and 12 total touchdowns.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Able to complete it to Ayuk. They get 16 on that connection. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Throwing on 1st down is Purdy. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
Purdy works out of the pistol. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. To throw on 1st down is Purdy. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. So, 1 quarter in the books in this rematch of Super Bowl 58. What will the 2nd quarter have in store? And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Shotgun snap to Purdy. A throw on the move is caught. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Give them 27, and it's 1st and goal.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, That takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Out of the gun, it's Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Try it again here from the 7-yard line, 2nd down and goal. Again in the air for Purdy. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Jawan Jennings. Touchdown, San Francisco. Now Jake Moody for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Hardman now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chiefs offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a 1st down. Now, a carry for Hunt. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Malik Mustafa there to bring him down. They face 2nd down and 7. 2 minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. 2nd and 7. Now, Mahomes. Now they'll set up the screen for Hunt. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
They put Kelsey in motion. A pass taken in by Watson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. One
of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
To the air once more, it's Mahone. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner.
Those simple routes over the middle, Mike. Well, to the quarterback, they're not always so simple. I'll tell you why. There's a lot of bodies in the middle of the field. There's a lot of traffic. Those windows are hard to navigate the ball through safely. So what happens? Well, you saw it there. It's a prime area for throws to be intercepted.
The 49ers offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
Purdy now on 2nd down. That's into the hands of Jordan Mason. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Just the lone touchdown in that first half of action. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you over to Orlando, our EA Sports halftime report with the coach. Jonathan, all yours.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports halftime report. The Niners got a fine performance in the first half from one of their leaders, Brock Purdy. His touchdown pass is the only score of the game thus far as his guys hold a 7-0 lead to this point.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the third quarter begins. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. 49ers offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Watson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
You will happily take this starting field position. They begin with 1st and goal at the 2. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. It is brought in the end zone. Justin Watson. Touchdown, Chiefs. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball first and goal. And, Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Chiefs will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. On the return, it's Ronnie Bell. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Niners offense ready to get back to work. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. Purdy now, he'll throw on 1st down. A short one there, caught by Kittle. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
Kittle's able to secure the catch and bring up a fresh set of downs, and he was the only tight end in the entire league last year, Mike, to go over the 1,000-yard mark, and he only did it in 65 catches. Here's a guy that is an all-pro player year in and year out. And there's not a whole lot in this game that he can't do.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And good yardage there after the catch to wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Ayuk makes the catch right side. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
Brandon Ayuk is able to move the chains, and I think he's someone, when you look back at last year, Mike, he took a huge step forward. Over 1,300 yards for the first time in his career. He just seems poised to have even a bigger year this time around.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. To throw once more, it's Purdy. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jamari Connor.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
The Chiefs offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. A low-scoring game, all tied, 3rd quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. That one thrown quickly, walks in on the RPO. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They put Kelsey in motion. Right back to Watson. Another grab. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Mahomes now on 2nd down. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll keep it on the ground. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They'll stick to the ground. Finding room to the 20. And they are not gonna catch him. He's in. Touchdown, KC. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
And Butker on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chiefs will move out to a 14-7 lead. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Niners offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
A second down throw here for Purdy. This throw left side, caught by Kittle. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
So Kittle comes in motion. Purdy going to smartly hit the deck here as he's able to pick up the first down in the process.
Anytime a quarterback decides to tuck it and turn himself into a runner, you can just feel the sideline hold their breath. They're just hoping that he gets down, picks up enough for the first down, but more importantly, protects himself so he can get himself back up and continue on.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. That's into the hands of the fullback. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
So Kittle comes in motion. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he's out of bounds with the first down. So they get a new set of downs, and just as importantly, stop the clock.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here comes 2nd down. Again in the air for Purdy. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bolton.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
The Chiefs offense ready to get back at it. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Here's a run with Hunt. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. On the ground, this is Hunt. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.